J.
All right, and welcome to the Average Joe Sports Talk Show. I'm your host, Jay Real. We're bringing you a Tuesday edition of the show. We have a lot to cover, so we're going to jump right in, starting with the NFL. We had some really good games that went down this week, and we also had, or last week, I'm sorry. We also had some really bad games, and I have to say, kudos to the rookie running back for the Cincinnati Bengals, Bernard. He scored twice on my Steelers, and I have to say right now the Steelers are looking horrible. We have no continuity on offense. We have barely anything going on in the defense, and our running game is basically nothing. So I don't even know how we're going to turn this around really, because a lot of our players are veterans. They're a lot older. The only thing I think we can do is try to rebuild over the next couple of years with some youth on the lines, both offense and defense. And we do have a really good running back, a rookie this year. He got hurt, I believe, at the end of the last preseason game, first season game. And until we see what his body of work is, it's really going to be tough to see what the Steelers are going to be able to do, because with the injury to Ponce, there is no way Ben Roethlisberger is going to have enough time with a center who was, basically attending church on Sunday of 2 weeks ago and just met Big Ben last week. It's just going to be very, very difficult to see the Steelers pull out any kind of good season this year. So for this Steelers fan, I'm going to go ahead and lick my wounds right now, take the lumps right now, and hope that we can get a really good draft pick or two on the offseason next year and come back stronger, healthier, and refresher, newer next year. So that's what we're going to leave it with that. We also got to move on because we've heard news, and this is what's amazing to me. The Super Bowl wants to change the game. They want to change the rules. They want to make it so where referees nowadays don't even know what a touchdown is, what a catch is, what a flagrant foul is. I mean, we have referees seeing someone graze another player, and it's a personal foul for 15 yards, and it changes the whole outcome of the game because they go on a finishing drive, score, end the game, win the game. When, if they would have just let the players play, would have been fourth down possibly, kick the ball, who knows who scores next, whole different game. We have rules that now are changing where a defensive back can't even tackle somebody without giving them a 2-second delay to catch the ball, turn around, make a few football moves, and then by that time they're by the back and down the field scoring a touchdown or going for 20 yards. This game is getting so frustrating. It's becoming so watered down and wussy-ridden that it's even hard to watch sometimes. When a good player makes a solid hit, a clean hit, rattles somebody's clock, but it's a clean, legit hit, flag, 15 yards, by the way, $25,000 fine. Now nobody else wants to make a clean hit, a legit hit, and it's just getting ridiculous. But even with all of this crap going on in our NFL today, they want to double ticket prices for the Super Bowl. That's right, folks. You heard it right here on the Average Joe Sports Talk Show. Double the price for the average ticket to go to the freaking Super Bowl. You know what, fans? I am about ready to I will always watch football. I'm a fan of football. But the fanatic that I was is very slowly starting to diminish. The quality of football that I used to love to watch and just idolized on Sundays, Mondays, and even sometimes Thursdays, now that they have Thursday night football, is really starting to wash away. I'm almost to the point now where if I catch a game now and then, great. I do my fantasy because I love football, but these guys are pissing me off. They're changing the game for the worse. They're making the game so just watered down, as I said before, and then they want to double the prices, double the money that they want us average Joe people to pay to go watch this stuff. And it's just getting ridiculous. I'm almost fed up. I don't know what to do because I know I'll always watch football. The experience of watching football at home is going to be the norm. I guarantee you in the next 5 years, attendance across the board, except for the big football teams that are making playoffs and making Super Bowl runs, are going to be going down, down, down. Just watch. 5 years. Get back with me and you tell me if I was wrong on that. Okay, so enough being on my soapbox about the football. We got to move on to some MLB. The Pirates and the Cardinals are locked in a race, tied again for first place in their division. I'm ready for the Pirates to make a run. They need to make a run before the end of the season going into the playoffs. They need to make a push. But right now, they are tied for that first spot. And then the Dodgers are slipping away. They're losing their momentum. They went into last month just on a super roll, winning game after game, and then over this last 30 days, seems like they've been slipping. We're going to have to wait and see what happens to the Dodgers because they are the favorites to win the World Series this season. And if they don't go there, the owners of that team have already said the coach might be in some serious trouble. So we have to wait and see there. And then finally, we're going to wrap up with our sports news with the NCAA because, man, what a game between the Texas A&M and Alabama. Was real excited to see this game, and it gave you every ounce of excitement with a 49-42 win for Alabama. And, man, who would have thought that Manziel would have threw for almost 500 yards, run for 100 yards, and have 4 touchdowns? This kid was balling. He was there to win. But unfortunately, as I said in the show prior, or at least prior to that, we gave Alabama the nudge there because they were looking for revenge. They got embarrassed last year, the only smudge on the record, and this year they wanted to get that revenge, and they did. They played very well, and it's just funny to think that someone could have a game like that. I mean, that's a game of a lifetime from Johnny Manziel. And to be coming out on the losing side of it is it's hilarious. It's funny. But a lot of people are saying Johnny Manziel actually helped his career with this loss because of the way he played, the way he looked under pressure, the way he took the game at the end and didn't give up, tried to fight to the end. We loved the game. It was exciting. But again, Alabama had the nudge. What else can we say? It was a great week. We have another great week of sports coming up this week. Football throughout. Hopefully the NFL will start looking at some of these plays and stop being so ticky-tack and allow them to play freaking football. I mean, my gosh, you just barely graze somebody now, and it's a 15-yard personal foul. That is huge. Imagine that. 3rd and 10, you get one of those ticky-tack calls. Now they not only got 15 yards, they get a first down. That could change everything in the game, and we're sick of seeing it. Let them play. Let it be decided on the freaking field. Anyway, we're going to let that go, and we're going to wrap up with the last magic minute of the day. So what we have for you is pre-release time. This Saturday, 1 o'clock, pre-release for Theros is going down. Food and drinks. What I mean by drinks is soda pops, water, or Kool-Aid for the individuals that want to make the tournament. And we also include the tournament fee for $35. You get the 5 packs with the promo pack. You get the promos. You get the free prizes for showing up, food, drink, everything. It's going to be a great afternoon. We got to thank the Player Zone for hooking that up and for sponsoring us here at the Average Joe Sports Talk Show, as well as the Average Joe Sports Show. Couldn't be here without the Right On Time Errand Delivery Service, excuse me there. But anyway, we just want to say thank you all for tuning in this week. Hopefully on Friday we will be able to recap some of the big football games going on in the NFL. But for right now, Jay Real's going to sign out. Peace and much love, and we'll see you on Friday. Jay Free.